A good Wednesday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ben Dery. Thanks for checking us out on Kare 11 Plus. We continue our talk about Severe Weather Awareness Week, which runs from Monday all the way through Friday. We talked about watches and warnings earlier this week, lightning, wind, and hail yesterday. Well, today's topic is flash floods. And the main quote that we want to get everybody's head around is turn around, don't drown. If you encounter some flooded roadways, it's best to just turn around, don't drive through the flooded water, because first off, you don't know how deep the water is, and second, moving water is very powerful, and you just don't know how much power that water has until it carries your car away. And we'll have more details and graphics on flash flood headlines and how to keep you and your family safe for our evening newscasts at 4, 5, and 6 later on today. On the topic of severe weather, that same frontal system that provided us with some severe weather earlier this week, well, that front provided areas in southern Wisconsin, eastern Iowa with some severe weather yesterday, with lots of hail reports. At least a half a dozen tornadoes were reported as well, and especially in and around the Madison, Wisconsin area. Look at all the hail reports that were reported here. One community, which is a suburb of Madison, Maple Bluff, had softball-size hail, numerous baseball hail-size reports, and again, a train spotter had a 4-inch hailstone at about 6:30 yesterday evening. So yes, a lot of hail damage in that part of the country. That same front is still kind of in our relative neighborhood, but that severe weather threat will stay south of Minnesota, and far southern Wisconsin is basically where that severe weather will be today. We're seeing some mid and high level clouds buzz on through today, but otherwise, the next couple of days, both today and Thursday, forecast to be very nice. We'll be in the mid to upper 60s today. Chance at reaching to the mid to upper 70s by Thursday. We'll probably be in the 70s for Friday as well. However, we're tracking a cold front that could give us some afternoon and evening thunderstorms, though the best chance for any severe weather on Friday is actually going to be east of the Twin Cities, depending on where that front is during the peak daytime heating hours. Regardless, that strong front will pull in much colder temperatures as we head into the weekend. We drop from the 70s on Friday into the 40s for high temperatures on Saturday, and it will be cool enough to provide us with the potential at a few snowflakes early Saturday morning, though forecast models are trending away from seeing any accumulating snow, which is good news for those of us who want spring to arrive. Temperatures today, mainly in the upper 50s to low 60s for now. Notice much cooler in and around Lake Superior, not only because Lake Superior is quite a bit colder than the air, but also there's still quite a bit of snowpack along the north shore of Lake Superior, so that's why temperatures are in the 40s there. Here's our radar satellite composite. Again, mostly sunny for a good chunk of the day. Some high clouds starting to drift in from the south, and you can see some light scattered activity across the southern part of the state as well. Even some severe weather through parts of eastern Nebraska and into central Iowa. That's that same boundary that's been providing the same area with severe weather over the last 2 or 3 days. And it, once again, is providing some thunderstorm activity as well. This area highlighted in yellow, that's a slight risk for severe weather. Does not include Minnesota this time, but far southern Wisconsin and most of Iowa under the gun at seeing some big-time hailers, maybe an isolated tornado or two. Again, all that activity stays to our south. Microcast brings a couple of light stray rain showers from, say, just south of Mankato, maybe through Owatonna, the Red Wing area, and Menominee in Wisconsin. But most of that activity stays to our south and basically should be pretty spotty in nature. As we head into the rest of your day, we'll see clearing skies overnight tonight. Not as much fog as we wake up Thursday morning, and it should be a mostly sunny sky for most of the day on Thursday. Wall-to-wall sunshine throughout, and that's when, again, temperatures should be well into the 70s and even a few low 80s outside as well. So that's Thursday. By Friday, we'll be tracking this strong cold front as it works its way across the high plain states. Out ahead of this frontal boundary, temperatures will be quite warm, and we're tracking the position of this frontal boundary during the peak daytime heating hours, which is usually between about 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the afternoon this time of year. This is Friday. We'll take you into the afternoon. That front passes near the Twin Cities by the early part of the afternoon, trending a little faster, which would bring any thunderstorm threat mainly to our east. We'll head deeper into the evening and pause this at 7 o'clock. Notice where the evening thunderstorms are well east of the Twin Cities. Strong thunderstorms pushing into parts of central Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, and those are the areas that have the best chance of seeing severe weather as we head into Friday evening. This is that severe weather outlook for Friday. And again, the best chance of this happening is the tail end of the day. Areas with the best chance of severe weather, that's that enhanced risk, that orange territory. That's over the Central Plains, about as far north as Des Moines, the Cedar Rapids area, Quad Cities. Those areas will probably see some straight line wind damage as we head into Friday evening. Zooming in closer to our area, the southeastern part of Minnesota and southwest Wisconsin are under a slight risk for severe weather. And again, it just depends on the timing of that frontal system. If that front slows down, that would bring the severe weather threat a little further west. But the trend, the latest trend, has been for storms to develop basically across east central and southeastern Minnesota and push southeast with time as we head into Friday evening. And again, behind that front, it does get quite a bit cooler. Temperatures drop into the 40s for highs on Saturday. There's a chance at a rain-snow mix early Saturday, but it looks like we'll dry out pretty quickly. Temperatures staying in the 40s Saturday and probably through most of Sunday as well, though brighter conditions as we head into Sunday afternoon. Turning seasonal by Monday, and temperatures continue to warm up. We should be back up near 70 by Tuesday of next week.